Aksum, the glorious empire of Africa's highland crown, in the highlands of what is now northern Ethiopia, where mountains rise sharply into the sky and valleys hold stories of the past, a great African civilization once flourished. This was the Aksumite Empire, which emerged in the 1st century CE and reached its height between the 3rd and 6th centuries. Aksum was not only a center of power in Africa, but also one of the most respected empires of the ancient world. Its history is a testament to African ingenuity, spiritual strength, and cultural achievement. Contrary to long-held misconceptions, Aksum was not a foreign offshoot. It was an indigenous African civilization rooted in the agrarian communities of the Ethiopian highlands. While early contacts with South Arabia, particularly the Sabaeans, influenced its development, the Aksumites built a civilization that was authentically African, with its own institutions, language, and cultural legacy. Aksum developed from earlier societies such as DMT, centered in Yeha, and gradually unified the Tigray highlands and surrounding regions. Aksum's location, more than 2,000 meters above sea level, offered fertile lands for agriculture and access to important trade routes. These routes connected the Roman world, the Middle East, Arabia, and India. This strategic position helped Aksum rise to economic and political prominence, making it a major center of trade and influence. By the 3rd century CE, Aksum had become the greatest market in northeastern Africa. It exported wealth and goods to the world, including gold, ivory, frankincense, myrrh, rhino horns, tortoise shells, emeralds, and live animals. In return, it received silks, spices, iron, wine, glassware, and weapons from India, Arabia, Byzantium, and beyond. Aksum's commercial reach extended to Alexandria, China, and India, making it a key hub in the global trade network of the ancient world. One of Aksum's most remarkable achievements was becoming the first African empire to mint its own coins. Gold, silver, and bronze coins were stamped with royal images and Christian symbols. These coins, found as far away as India, served as proof of Aksum's economic strength and sovereign authority in world trade. Aksum's legacy is also visible in its architecture, language, and culture. The empire built towering obelisks, or stelae, some reaching over 20 meters tall and carved from a single piece of stone. These monuments were created to honor kings and nobility, demonstrating the empire's spiritual and royal grandeur. The people of Aksum developed Guizi, a written language that evolved from earlier scripts. Though no longer spoken daily, Guizi remains the liturgical language of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, preserving a living connection between the past and the present. Aksum holds a unique place in religious history as the first sub-Saharan African state to embrace Christianity. In the 4th century, King Ezana converted to Christianity under the influence of Frumentius, a Christian missionary. Ezana declared Christianity the state religion, linking Aksum to the early Christian world and to Byzantine Egypt. This conversion occurred long before most of Europe had adopted Christianity, making Aksum one of the earliest Christian kingdoms in the world. Aksum was not only a commercial center but also a military power. Under King Ezana, Aksum defeated the ancient kingdom of Meroë, ending centuries of Nubian dominance. Later, King Caleb led successful expeditions across the Red Sea, turning parts of South Arabia into Aksumite territories with support from Byzantium. At its peak, Aksum's influence extended across Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti, Sudan, Yemen, and parts of Somalia, making it an empire with both land and sea power. Despite its strength, Aksum began to decline in the 7th and 8th centuries. Arab expansion in the Red Sea disrupted its trade routes, and Persian invasions pushed the empire out of Arabia. Environmental challenges, such as deforestation and soil exhaustion, weakened its economy, and nomadic movements further strained its control. Even as Aksum declined, it gave rise to new African dynasties. Power shifted to the Agar people, who founded the Zagwe dynasty and built the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, among Africa's most enduring architectural achievements. Aksum's influence did not disappear, it transformed and continued through later civilizations. Today, the ancient city of Aksum remains inhabited and is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is revered as a sacred city and a symbol of African pride and resilience. The story of Aksum reminds us that Africa was not a continent waiting for civilization to arrive. It was already a center of advanced cities, global trade, writing systems, and spiritual development. Aksum's legacy challenges stereotypes and inspires confidence. It is a reminder that Africa once led the world and can lead again. The light of Aksum continues to shine across time, and its history remains an important part of the story of human civilization.